From Castaway to King's Ransom. What if I told you the NFL's most unwanted quarterback just secured the highest signing bonus in history? That's the harsh reality Jared Goff faced when the Los Angeles Rams shipped him off to Detroit. But in a stunning twist of fate, the Lions just handed him a contract with the highest signing bonus ever for a quarterback in NFL history. How did Goff go from being the league's biggest castaway to securing a king's ransom? This is the wild ride of Jared Goff's redemption story. Goff was unceremoniously dumped in Detroit, left to pick up the pieces of his unfulfilled promise as a franchise quarterback. At the time, a lot of uncertainty surrounded Goff. Was he the Lions' long-term answer at quarterback, a bridge for whomever they select in one of the upcoming drafts, or trade bait for another haul of picks? In a shocking turn of events, Goff has risen from the ashes in the Motor City, cashing in big time. We will unpack how this unlikely scenario has played out and what remains in his redemption journey. The fall, from Rams hero to trade bait. It seemed like Jared Goff had made it with the Rams. After being selected with the first pick of the 2016 NFL Draft, he earned back-to-back Pro Bowl selections with a memorable Monday Night Football duel against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs during the 2018 season that resulted in the third highest scoring game in league history, ended in a 54-51 result won by the Rams. The game was hailed an instant classic and is regarded as one of the greatest games ever played, showcasing a modern style of attacking football. Under Goff, the Rams showcased a high-scoring, explosive offense in a notable collaboration with Wonder Boy coach Sean McVay, leading his team to Super Bowl 53 in 2019. The game, a tightly contested defensive struggle, displayed many of the limitations of Goff as a starter. Susceptible to pressure, not capable of second reaction plays, nor capable of dueling against an elite adversary. Despite the sour ending of their playoff run, the Rams rewarded Goff with a contract extension worth $134 million. This commitment seemed to cement Goff's status with the team. At the time, McVay said, "He's just getting better and better. This offseason, he's continued to take steps, truly becoming an extension of the coaching staff, and a huge part of our success as a team the last couple of years is due to his leadership, and we're so thankful to have him. It's insane to think that he's going anywhere. He's stuck with me as long as I have a say." But how quickly the tides can turn in the NFL, which can actually stand for not for long. After a couple of subpar seasons, McVay quietly decided he wanted an upgrade at quarterback, setting his sights on Matthew Stafford, the longtime Lions QB who had all the talent, but none of the team's success. And so, in January 2021, 18 months after the extension, the Rams pulled the trigger on a blockbuster deal, shipping Goff off to Detroit, along with a boatload of draft picks. It was a move that sent shockwaves through the league and left Goff's career in limbo. Goff grew up in California, and after going to Cal in college and being drafted by Los Angeles, it seemed like destiny that he'd remain a West Coaster for his entire professional career. And yet, he was suddenly taken away from his home, his team, and cast aside like yesterday's news. The media had a field day, questioning Goff's skills and wondering if he had what it takes to be a true franchise QB. Meanwhile, Stafford was living it up in LA, leading the Rams to a Super Bowl victory in his first season with the team, a stark contrast to Goff's fate in Detroit, a perennially poorly coached and built team. It was a bitter pill, one that could topple other men's hopes and dreams. But if there's one thing we've learned about Jared Goff, it's that he's not one to go down without a fight. From rock bottom to resurgence in Detroit. From the depths of despair to the heights of triumph. Jared Goff's journey in Detroit has been nothing short of a roller coaster ride. When he first landed in the Motor City, it seemed like the Lions were just another pit stop on his career, which had decidedly plateaued. The team was in shambles, coming off a dismal year that made even the most die-hard fans question their loyalty. And let's be real, everyone and their mother expected the Lions to draft Goff's replacement faster than you can say rebuild. Dan Campbell, a rah-rah coach with a reputation as a master motivator, took over as head coach. He looked to rebuild Goff's confidence. "I want him to have open dialogue with us," Campbell said. "I want him to have feedback. There's things where if he feels like this is something he can do, and we feel good about it, putting it in his hands, that's what we want to do." The 2021 season saw the team start to a 0-10-1 record, not recording their first victory of the season till week 13, with Goff throwing the game-winning touchdown as time expired. The team's season ended at 3-13-1, a poor record, but one that saw them play competitively for their last 6 games, maintaining a .500 performance. Goff avoided mistakes and played under control, not racking impressive stats, but doing no damage to the team. In the offseason, armed with 2 first-round picks for the 2022 NFL Draft, thanks to the Stafford trade, many expected the Lions to invest on Goff's replacement. However, that year's crop of college quarterbacks was not impressive, with a single QB taken in the first 2 rounds. Goff remained the team's starter. The 2022 season saw the Lions suffer another slow start, but after a 1-6 start, the team had a mid-season turnaround, winning 8 of their next 10 games to finish the season with a 9-8 record, their first winning season in 5 years, remaining in playoff contention until the final day of the regular season when they were eliminated. Optimism for the young talent, added with the QB trade, the promotion of Ben Johnson as an innovative offensive coordinator, and Goff's steady performance filled the organization and fans with optimism for the following campaign. At the start of the 2023 season, Goff and the Lions raced out to an 8-2 start, their best since 1962, which resulted in their first division title in 30 years, and also assured them their first home playoff game since then. Their final record was 12-5, tying a franchise record for regular season wins. Their season ended at the NFC Championship game, where they held a sizable lead, only to see the San Francisco 49ers race back to defeat them. Goff had a very successful season, earning a berth to the Pro Bowl along the way and earning the respect of his coaches and teammates. "Listen, I feel really good about Goff. Love Goff. Goff's our guy, man," Campbell said. "I think he's proven over the last 2 years that, man, he's made for us. He's had to endure a lot, just like all of us have. I thought he played his best football last year, and I think he's going to come out and play some of the best this year. Feel good about it. So, I love our quarterback position right now." So, how did he do it? How did Goff go from rock bottom to the top of the mountain in 3 seasons? Some might say it was luck, but those who know better will tell you it was all about hard work, determination, and a never-say-die attitude. Goff put in the hours on the practice field, studying film and perfecting his craft. He built relationships with his teammates, earning their trust and respect both on and off the field. And most importantly, he never lost faith in himself, even when the rest of the world had written him off. The ultimate contract, securing his legacy. Campbell's trust in Goff was shared by Detroit's front office, and just when he thought Goff's redemption story couldn't get any sweeter, the Lions went ahead and handed him a contract that raised eyebrows around the league. The terms were $212 million over 4 years, with a mind-boggling $170 million guaranteed for injury, including a no-trade clause, which prevents a McVay-Rams scenario to unfold again. If it was not clear before, it was now. The Lions are fully committed to Goff for the foreseeable future. But don't just take our word for it. Listen to what Goff himself has to say about this wild ride he's been on. Doing it in a place like this, where the fans are so passionate and care so much, and how honored I am to be their quarterback and be their leader, and to play for Dan Campbell, and play for offensive coordinator Ben Johnson, QB coach Mark Brunell, and all the other coaches, and play with these teammates. It is really special. It's something I'll remember forever. Obviously, the wins and whatnot and getting the contract are amazing, but being able to go through that together with my teammates and my family, and go through the dark times and grow through those times, and learn more about yourself and work on yourself, that's the win in all this. I'm happy to be able to stand in front of you and be your quarterback for a lot longer. But this city has meant a lot to me. So, what's next for Goff and the Lions? Seems like the success he's experienced will endure. With a talented roster, a coaching staff that believes in him, and a contract that shows just how much the team values him, Goff has all the tools he needs to take this team to the top. But to truly cement his legacy and complete his redemption story, one task remains, the biggest of them all. The journey ahead. A final reflection. Goff is to marry swimsuit model Christian Harper in the middle of the summer, another key element to his resurgence as a person and player, which seems to now be based on hard work and gratitude. Goff and the Lions will face greater expectations, a tougher division, and the potential for disappointment. However, a Super Bowl title in Detroit would be otherworldly, stuff of legends. Many still believe Goff to be a product of the system of support that surrounds him, a mediocre quarterback with a limited ceiling unless top talent is available to him. Can Goff be the guy to finally bring a Lombardi trophy to Detroit? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, he's got the talent, the drive, and the heart to make it happen. We will certainly follow his journey. If you want the full scoop on Goff's quest for glory, you gotta check out our video on Caleb Williams. The dude's a straight-up superstar in the making. We'll be playing in Detroit's division. Trust us, you don't want to miss it.